CNN, the most trusted name in news.
To medical news now. There is no cure for Alzheimer's, we know that, but some therapies are helping those living with the disease, and one such treatment is known as a healing garden. Dr. Sanjay Gupta has that topic this morning. Good morning, Doctor. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Bill. 4 million, that's the number of people with Alzheimer's right now. That number expected to grow to 14 million over the next several decades. As you mentioned correctly, there is no cure, but there are options developing, interesting options, like one that actually takes Alzheimer's patients to a place and time long ago.
Getting their hands dirty, tending the flowers. For Robert and Arthur, this is the most active part of their day.
Put one over here.
They're residents at the Hearthstone Alzheimer Care, and this healing garden provides one dose of their daily treatment.
See, if you can't use the tools, you use your hands.
When they're not gardening, they're often despondent and lost, says one caregiver.
Just by opening that door, having the fresh air hit your face, be out here with complete freedom, no restrictions, is able to alleviate a lot of those behaviors almost instantly.
Native plants, trees, peppers and cabbages, even a mailbox dot this therapeutic campus, all remnants from the patient's past.
Having a place to go that they can recognize, that reminds them of those things, releases these wonderful stories of their childhood, and gives them a sense of self, gives them a sense of who they are.
Healing gardens, also called therapeutic gardens, are cropping up around the world as natural healing venues for Alzheimer's patients. They also help with wandering, a common tendency for these patients.
You know what time it is, you know where you are, you know where you're going. That reduces your aggression, reduces your agitation, reduces your being lost, reduces wandering.
Studies on gardens are scant, but one in the American Journal of Alzheimer's Disease said that being outside decreased verbal and physical aggression in patients. Hearthstone co-founder John Zeisel says that to be effective, healing gardens should have a clear beginning and end, and also be safe. He calls these gardens a more holistic treatment for Alzheimer's disease, which may reduce the need for medication. And, say some studies, increase independence.
Designed for reminiscence and recreation. Again, basically one of the big goals of this bill is to try and stop wandering, as well as stopping some physical and emotional aggression. Sort of an interesting option. Not a cure bill, but maybe treating some of the more significant symptoms of Alzheimer's.
Well, how is this concept different from what we've known in the past, taking patients outside, etc.?
Well, you know, being outside, certainly giving patients with Alzheimer's something to do specifically has been known to work for some time, but I think what's specific about these healing gardens is actually trying to create reminiscent areas, whether it be clotheslines, things like that that are actually hanging, that take patients back to a time when they actually did have good memory. So it's not just the giving them specific activities, but also trying to recreate times when their memory was better, and maybe they'll be less likely to wander and be despondent.
Good to know. Thanks for sharing, Sanjay. See you next hour. Sanjay Gupta.
Take care.